Hello students, I am Nakul. Welcome to the video tutorial of Android application development. In this video, we are going to discuss about another important topic of Android, which is intent. Now, this intent is such an important topic considering with your examination and interview topic as well. So let us discuss today's agenda. First, we will see what is intent, then we will see types of intent, and at last, I am going to show you how to implement intent in Android. So let us start with its definition or what is intent. So, an intent is inter-application message passing framework. Using intent, you can broadcast message in the system or target activity or services. And we can say using intent we can navigate one activity to another activity and one application to another application. So with the use of intent we can move one activity to another activity or one screen to another screen on button click or on any object click. So let us start with its type. So there are two different types of intent in Android. First is explicit intent and another one is implicit intent. So let us start with explicit intent. So explicit intent is used in Android to move one activity to another activity. So let us take an example here. We have one activity that is main activity and another activity that is second activity. Now, if I want to move one main activity to second activity, I just need to follow this syntax. And this syntax is intent I equals to new intent, and in bracket we have to pass two parameters. The first one is the object of current class or current activity or source activity as well, and there's another parameter which is destination activity. So here I am going to pass the current class object. Now you all know that how to pass the object of current class using this keyword. So my class is main activity. So here I am writing main activity as source activity. That's why I am going to write main activity dot this, and another one is destination activity which is second activity dot class. Now this dot class I am going to write for JVM. JVM doesn't know dot Java file. JVM is going to know only dot class file. That's why I am going to write dot class file here. And at the end we have start activity, and as a parameter I am going to pass the object of this intent. So what was the syntax? Intent I or intent object of intent equals to new intent in bracket source activity dot this comma destination activity dot class, and then after start activity and that created object we are going to pass as a parameter. Then after we have another type of intent which is implicit intent. Now this implicit intent is used to navigate one application to another application. For an example, if I want to open a browser using intent, then we have to use implicit intent. Another example, if I want to open a camera using intent, then I have to use implicit intent. So there are many more examples of implicit intent. So this is the simple example of implicit intent. Intent I equals to new intent, and in bracket android.content.intent dot action view, and I'm going to pass a URL in as a second parameter. So I am going to write URI dot parse, and in double quotation I am going to write the URL of Google, which is http://www.google.co.in and bracket complete and semicolon, and at last we have start activity and I. So this is how we can open a Google in our default browser of Android phone using our created application or our button click. So I am going to show you both of these example of implicit intent and explicit intent in Android Studio. So let us move to the Android Studio. So we have Android Studio here, and in this studio I am going to create a new project using empty activity. Give the project name as intent demo and then finish. Now what I am going to do is I am going to implement implicit intent and explicit intent over here. Now in this explicit intent I am going to switch one activity to another activity on button click, and then on implicit intent I am going to open a browser using URL google.com, right? So let us start the implementation. We have two files over here. First one is XML file and another one is Java file, right? So let us make this constraint layout as let us make this constraint layout as linear layout. Then remove this text view and add button over here, button and wrap content and tag closed. Make this ID as button underscore explicit intent, ID, then explicit intent, and write text here which is navigate to second screen. Now same as I am going to create a second button over here for implicit intent. So I am going to make this ID as implicit intent, and I am going to write text here which is open Google, right? So here I am going to make orientation as vertical and make gravity as center, right? So we have two buttons over here. First one is navigate to second screen and another one is open Google. If I click on this button, I am going to navigate the another screen, and by click on this button I am going to open a browser in our simulator, right? So let us start the functionalities of these buttons. So first let us make the object of this button, but make this app compact activity to activity, right? Let us make the object of both of this button using button, then we have button 1 comma button 2, and then button 1 equals to button find view by ID. We make this button 1 using implicit explicit intent, and button 2 equals to button find view by ID r dot id dot implicit intent. So this button 1 is used for explicit intent and this button 2 is used for implicit intent. Now let us make the click event on both of these buttons. So button 1 dot set on click listener, then new control space, here we have view dot on click listener, same as button 2 dot set on click listener, new view dot on click listener. Right here I am going to write implementation of explicit intent, which is one activity to another activity, and here I am going to write implementation of implicit intent. Now to make implementation of explicit intent, here I have to create another activity using new activity and then empty activity. Make this name as second activity and then finish. So we have two activity here, which is main activity and another one is second activity. Here I am going to write a message in text view, that is lab content, and the message is text view welcome to second activity, and make this layout as linear layout. We have orientation vertical and gravity center. Make this text size as 20 dp so it can be visible. Let us make it 30. Okay, that's it. So that's it from second activity. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to navigate main activity to second activity using explicit intent. Now the question is how to use or how to implement explicit intent in Android. So if I want to use intent, then our Android has a built-in class which is intent class. Then intent equals to new intent. Here I am going to pass two parameters. The first parameter will be your current activity, then second parameter will be your destination activity. So the current activity is main activity, and then we have to pass the object of current class using this keyword, right? Then we have destination activity, which is second activity dot class, right? And then start activity, and in bracket we have intent. So this is all about explicit intent. Now let us see how it works. So we have emulator, which is Pixel XL, and let us run this code. So what I have done here, I have created two buttons, which is button 1 and button 2. Button 1 is used for explicit intent and button 2 is used for implicit intent. What button 1 is going to do? Button 1 is used as explicit intent, so it is going to navigate main activity to second activity, and the button 2 will be navigate our current application to a browser, right? So we have emulator over here. Let us wait while our program is going to run. So we have the output. Let us click on the navigate to second screen, and here we have our second screen, which is welcome to second activity. And if I am going to press the back button, then we have the current activity. Now if I am going to click on open Google, then nothing is happened because I have to implement implicit intent over here. Now in implicit intent I am going to open a browser using a URL www.google.co.in, right? For that I have to use a class which is intent equals to new intent, and then in this android dot content dot intent dot action view, and then we have URI dot parse. If I want to parse a URL, then I have to write URI dot parse, and in bracket we have http then slash www.google.co.in, and then we have start activity and intent. So this is how we can move one application to another application, or we can open a Google using a button click. So let us run this program again and check the output. So we have this application, and let us open Google, right? So we have a Google or a browser. What we have done, we have navigate one activity. We have created this application. We have moved, or we have navigate one application to another application, because browser itself application for our Android system, right? So this is what explicit intent, and this is implicit intent. Using explicit intent we can move one screen to another screen or one activity to another activity, and using implicit intent we can move one application to another application, right? Now if I want to pass some data between two activities, let us take an example. If I want to pass username, right, or any email ID to here, if I am going to pass, or if I am going to make a field over here for enter email ID, and if I click on this button, then that email ID will be printed over here, right? So first I have to make a edit text here, that is edit text, width is match parent and height is wrap content, then hint will be email ID, and ID ADT_email, right? So what I am going to do is, when I click on this navigate to second screen button, then it will fetch the data from this edit text and pass it to our second screen, and it will display over here, right? So for that I have to create an object using edit text ADT_email, and then ADT_email edit text find view by ID r.id.ADT_email, right? Now let us make an object of string class over here, string email, and whatever the data entered by the user. So for that ADT_email.getText.toString. Now I'm going to pass this email to our second screen, so I have to write intent dot. Now remember one thing, if I want to pass the data to another activity, then we have put extra method, and in this put extra method we have to pass two parameters. The first one is string, which is a unique ID which is globally identified among our application, right? So let us make this ID as email, and what I'm going to pass, which is
this string. So I am going to write email over here and then semicolon. So that's it from main activity. Now what I am going to do is I am going to print this email into our second activity. So first I have to make this text view. So what I am going to do is I am going to print this email ID over here, right? For that I have to make ID for this text view. Which is ID and txt underscore email, and then we have text view and then txt underscore email. Now I am going to pass the values using intent, so I have to get those values using intent over here. So I am going to make an object of intent, and then intent equals to get intent, right? And then we have txt email equals to text view, then we have find view by id, then r.id.txt email, right? Now the question is how to fetch this email ID value to here, right? For that I am going to make an object of string class, then equals to, here I am going to use intent, right? So intent dot get string extra. Now in this method we have to pass a parameter. Now the question is which parameter I have to pass? This unique key, right? We have to make, or we have to pass this unique ID over here, right? So I am going to copy this value and just I am going to paste over here. Now txt email dot set text, and here we have email. So let us check the output. Here I am going to write abc@gmail.com and then navigate to second screen, and we have abc@gmail.com over here. If I am going to write abcd@gmail.com over here, and then we have abcd@gmail.com. So whatever the data we have entered over here, which is printed over here. So this is how we can pass data between two activities in Android. Now let us see some important question related to this tutorial.
So students, this is it for today's video. Now let us discuss some important question related to this tutorial. First question is, what is intent? Then second question, list the different types of intent. Then third question, what is implicit intent? Fourth one is, what is explicit intent? And the last, which intent is used to navigate one activity to another activity? So this is it for today's video. Thank you for watching this video. Keep learning, stay happy, bye.